Okay, now that I have all of my pieces put together, I'm going to show you how we put them together to create a form. The first thing you want to do is make sure that they all are the same way. Remember in the last video I mentioned about if you don't pull down the left corner every time, they might not all fit. Some of them might be backwards. So the way that you check before you even start is if you start stacking them together like this. All of the pieces should be exactly the same. I just keep grabbing pieces and I put them together. As long as they fit together exactly, they're the same. So I just keep stacking them together. If you go like this, obviously this is upside down, so if you flip it over, then they fit together. Do you see how that one doesn't fit? How all of a sudden, no matter how I twist it, the two flaps here on the sides don't go the same direction as the rest of them. If I flip it over, it doesn't really work. If I were to flip it over and fold it the other way, I don't know, it might fit in there, but you need to still have the X in the middle of the valley. And if I were to try to refold it so that it would match this, it's not going to work unless I go back to that first step. On this one, I know for a fact that I folded down the right side instead of the left side. So if you notice, this one fits in like this, doesn't work. This one, unfortunately, is folded wrong. I'd have to unfold it back to that first step and fold it the opposite way. I'm just going to set it off to the side. I made this one extra so you could see what it would look like. These are the ones I'm going to start with. Whenever you start, if you start with 3, you know you're always going to be the same way as long as you start with the first 3 the same way. So I'm just going to show you the first 2. There's 2 different parts to this that you're always going to use. You have the inside valley with the X has this pocket here and one right here that make up this X. The pockets are where you put the triangles. If you look on the sides, these extended areas are the triangles that I'm talking about. These go into pockets. If you look at the edge, it has kind of a pocket, but nothing ever goes in here. There's no reason to put anything in here. The only place you put pieces are in these pockets, these half triangles. If you watch, if I take one of these, this triangle on the side here fits right onto this area. This half triangle is where I'm going to put it into this pocket. If you look, I'm picking up this part here, and that's where the edge triangle is going to go into. If you see, I can kind of pinch this together and it creates that pyramid shape. That's what I'm looking for. This pyramid shape, in every single form I have, it's repeated. So on the gem shape, half of it is that pyramid. You have a pyramid here and a pyramid here. On the box, each corner is its own pyramid. And on the tetrahedron shape, each point, again, is this pyramid we start out with. So to finish off the pyramid, if I let go, obviously the pyramid falls apart and it lies flat again. To finish it off so that it stays a pyramid, we need a third piece. So we take another edge triangle here, and it goes into the only pocket left in this pyramid form. So to finish off this piece, I need to find the only pocket left. This pocket already has something in there. We put the second piece in. This is the only pocket left that needs something on this area here. So I'm going to take an edge, and it's going to go right there. Now, it's still going to fall apart because we still have an extra pocket. This pocket needs something. We don't want to add another piece because we have an extra one of those flaps, those triangle flaps right here. It takes a little bending, and you need to hold together these pieces at the same time. Bend this, and it's going to get put into the last pocket. Kind of smush it together, tighten it by bringing them closer, and this creates your first pyramid. Obviously, it's not a form yet. It's not a closed form. So we need to keep working. From here, it depends on what shape you're going to make. First, let's make the gem shape.